up, I'm the Ultimate Doom here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm going to be talking about every single wave of Halo heroes that we know thus far. So I'm not going to talk about Series 13, which I need to mention because everyone's trying to point it out. The Trailblazer figure that I mentioned in Series 13 is not the same one that I thought it was in the mystery packs for Series 2 of Halo Infinite, and it's not the same one from the Hijack Ghost, although technically it is in the mystery pack wave. Apparently it's that active camo figure, but otherwise it's not the one that I thought it was going to be. So in this video, let's go ahead and run down through every single wave that we know of Halo Heroes. From the beginning, there was, well, the Halo Heroes Series 1. So, this one contains an Orbital Spartan Master Chief from the package, a Veil figure, a Defender, Buck, and some blue figures that I'm not going to remember the names of. I'm sorry, I know people are going to be on me with that. I just don't recall every single name from Halo. I know it's a named figure, so there is that. I know it's from a game, but yeah, I just don't remember the exact name. I know it's a Recruit Spartan, so do I get points for that? Anyways, they all came with painted weapons, and Veil came with the secondary weapon, so that was pretty cool. And I wanted to get this wave, and I had seen every single figure from this wave, but for some reason I never got it. Maybe it's because I was focused on Series Delta, maybe it was because every time I found it, I found something else that I wanted. I don't know, maybe it's also because Series 2 came out super early in my area, so I was kind of focused on that more so than Series 1. Whatever it is, I kind of regret not getting this because the Master Chief looks cool, and I did manage to find the Master Chief quite a lot. The Orbital I really wanted, the Defender I really wanted. I like those bright colors, especially on the Orbital. I thought that looked cool. I wanted the Buck, but I never got it. And, you know, I'm going to say the same about the other two. Never got him, never got him. And I don't know why. I definitely wanted to get the Veil for some reason, and despite the fact that we got the Team Osiris pack, which I do have, I still wanted to get this because the Team Osiris version has a lot of that, the scratched up silver paint applications that doesn't always work. I get what they're going for, but I don't know, I just prefer the clean looking Veil. But yeah, no idea why I skipped it. Like I said, I did find Halo Heroes Series 2 early. In fact, I managed to get reviews of the Scout, Gungnir, and Romeo, the figures I actually got, and I managed to re-review them quite recently, and you can check those out on my channel. But I skipped the Orbital, and I don't know why. I actually really like the silver and purple color. I don't know why I skipped Forge. Maybe it's because, yes, it's a Marine, it's a known Marine, but with the body design, you also get those from, you know, Series Delta and other mystery packs and other sets that, you know, with the price, because they're a little more expensive than the regular figures. I don't know why, I think that just pushed me away from getting it, but now I regret not getting it, even though we got the Forge Hog. I don't know, I just feel like I should have got the Series 2 figure. And then we also got a Blue Soldier. Again, it's a named figure, but I don't remember these names, so I do apologize for that. But it does look cool, so yeah. And do I get points for remembering it's a soldier? I hope I do. So let's talk about the curse of Series 3. In my stores, mostly Walmart, we had gotten Series 3, and I was pretty excited. I managed to get Jerome, the Elite Honor Guard, and Atriox because I thought those were the most appropriate figures. I definitely wanted the Elite Honor Guard. That's one of the coolest looking figures on here. Jerome I wanted to get because I got the other two and I wanted to complete the set. And then Atriox is the big bad guy, so I thought it was appropriate. But I do also have the rest of Series 3. And the reason why I got the rest of them is because I was so tired of seeing them in the stores. We had skipped so many waves because they just kept stocking up on Series 3. It got pathetic. It got annoying. For years, all we had was Series 3. So I just bought the Helios Grill, the Spartan Hoya, which, thank God, we got a name here so that I can actually remember it, and the Spartan Palmer, only because I just want Walmart to get rid of them. And Walmart's the big store that carries the Halo Heroes. Toys R Us was quite a ways away, so we couldn't really get there quite often. So, yeah, this was all that I was seeing, and, yeah, I pretty much got tired of it. It's a pretty decent wave. It's a pretty solid wave. I think it's one of the most solid outside of the big ones, like Series 5 or Series 10. But, I love that Elite. The Spartan Palmer, I don't like so much. I think it's the weakest one because of that pearly white color. It just doesn't work, but I love that Atriox, especially the paintwork on the weapon and the face. I think Jerome looks nice. I kind of like the Helios grill. I know it's kind of muddy, but it still looks good. And yeah, like I said, pretty solid wave. Just wish that, you know, they got rid of them so that we could get something else in the stores. So Series 4, we did actually manage to get a few shipments of. It just wasn't enough, and every time we would just go back to Series 3. But I did manage to get the Decimus. I was considering getting the Wetworks Spartan. I really wanted that. We did have a bunch of cutters, but the reason why I didn't get it is because it just didn't really speak to me. It was just a regular figure. I don't know, it's just kind of basic compared to everything else that you're getting here. I did want to get the Dare. I don't know why I didn't. The Argos was nice too. And then again, I don't remember the name. The Spartan Recon looks very nice. But yeah, I only managed to get Decimus, and I don't even know why. It looks good. I don't regret the purchase, but kind of wish I got something else along with it. The infamous Series 5. AKA the wave that you could pretty much just forget about because your stores probably never carried Series 5. Oh my god, this is a scalper's dream, is it not? This is the main reason why I hate scalpers, because these figures are too damn expensive. I am not paying some of the prices that are up there, and it's kind of sad that some people are. But this was all based on Halo 2 because it had its anniversary, and I do like the gold plates at the bottom there. But yeah, I wish I could find these, especially the Brute Bodyguard. I know that's kind of a weird one to say, that's the one that screams at me, but it just looked pretty damn good, especially with that weapon. The colors on that's very nice. Same thing with Sergeant George Johnson. I like the colors on that one. The Master Chief is, I kind of get what they're going for, but I think the silver was just too loud. I wanted to get the Cortana because I don't have a full-size Cortana figure. I just have a little tiny one. Arbiter looked nice, and would have been nice to get the Prophet of Truth because I don't have that mold yet. But yeah, I can just forget about this whole wave. So funny story about Series 6, we did actually get one shipment once of Series 6, and then it went back to Series 3, so that was unfortunate. But we did get a few of them, and I did manage to find the Helljumper and June. I grabbed those right away. There was no way I was skipping out on those. I really did want the Spartan Athlon, and I wanted the Spartan Grant. I kind of wanted Roland. I like the transparent yellow, and I got the Mammoth, which also has the smaller version of Roland, so it would have been nice to, you know, have those hand in hand. And I wanted the Shipmaster, but I could not find that in the shipment. So I decided to just get two at the time because I was getting other things, and I got June and the Helljumper. And then after that, nothing. They were all sold out. Like that. And then we were stuck with Series 3 again that nobody was buying because who wanted those? Anyways, the weapons are pretty good. I especially love the Helljumper. It is transparent blue with silver painted over it, and it's a nice effect. The June figure is probably the highlight of this wave, that and the Shipmaster, which is apparently only, like that mold is only in the set. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I wanted the Athlon. I don't have too many Athlons, but yeah, pretty good. Another wave that unfortunately skipped my stores was Series 7. And it's unfortunate because I want the Carter because I've got every other Noble Team member. I do technically have a Carter. I've got a transparent one, but other than that, I don't have a solid looking one. And I would have loved to get this. I also would have loved to get the Vector. Dutch is one of my favorite looking ODSTs, so that would have been nice to get, but again, never found it. Jewel Madama, which is one of the elite names that I actually know. Would have been cool to get, but I've got the one from the Ghost, so it's not something that I felt like I needed to get. Lasky would be good to update with the Mammoth. And the Spartan was okay, but definitely wasn't the highlight of the set. I like the colors of it, but I've seen enough of them that I'm just like, eh, whatever. The other ones, those were definitely the highlights, and yeah, don't know why my store skipped it. So, funny thing about Series 8, they're actually on ToysRUs.ca, but they're all out of stock, and they've been out of stock for months. I don't know when they're going to change that up, but yeah, could we see that change up? Because it's kind of annoying seeing those figures out of stock. It's like a temptation thing, and you can't get it. But I did manage to find most of these once again, and then we went back again to Series 3. And I did manage to get the Jackal Miner. We actually had a few of those for a while, and I did manage to get the Master Chief, mostly because I just wanted that mold. I do really want that Centurion. I think that looks fantastic. The Emil, I've got the one from the Mongoose set. Would be nice to get this because it's a much more prominent color scheme and paint job, especially for the skull face. But yeah, I never got that. The Recruit looks pretty good. I especially love the flame look on that. I don't know why, it's just nice. And some of the painted weapons are pretty good too. I like the fact that the Jackal gets a painted Needler in a different color that we actually haven't seen before. That was a nice, change up. And then Halsey, funny story about Halsey, it was actually on Walmart.ca for a while, and we could have gotten it, but for some reason you can only get 2 of them at a time. You couldn't just get one, and they only had 1 in stock, so nobody was buying it because nobody could. But yeah, pretty solid wave. Alright, so I don't repeat myself, I'm just gonna say right now, from Series 9 to 12 so far, I have not been able to find in stores in my area. I barely managed to find them online, and most of them you would have to pay scalper price, and not interested in that. So I'm just going to say that ahead of time, but this is Series 9, and it's pretty good. I don't remember the Elite's name, even though I just looked at it. I do apologize for that, but it does look pretty good. You got dual weapons and a jetpack thing and that helmet that looks kind of weird. I understand why the helmet looks that way. It just kind of looks weird. Keys looks like a guy. You got a flood thing that you could surround him with, but he's mostly a guy. The Spartan War Master looks pretty good. I like the combination of the gray and yellow. Very nice. I like the weapon too. The ODST Graves figure looks very nice. I love dark colors on an ODST, but not just black. Like you got a nice amount of dark blue or dark purple or dark red. Just always looks nice to me. George is one of my favorite figures or characters from Reach. So I kind of wanted this, but I also got the one from the Covenant Drone Pack set, whatever it was, with the truck. So I didn't need it, but the color scheme is much better here, and you get a painted weapon this time. It's a little bit of paint, but still, it's something. And the Spartan Soldier I really wanted because I love the color scheme of that. The white and red, well, I'm Canadian, so that works for me. And the rifle itself is wonderfully painted there, so I definitely wanted that figure. But yeah, unfortunately, never found it, but looks pretty good. God, I wish I found Series 10. So this was the anniversary lineup for the Mega Bloks and Mega Construx Halo line. They had been running for 10 years. And they decide, hey, we're not just going to do 6 Halo Heroes figures, we're going to do 10 of them. So, first of all, I want to mention that all the weapons are going to be colored in gold. Some people don't like that, but it's just a thing that they were going with the anniversary sets. The only thing that's gold in the Prophet is the crown, and Cortana has that little chip thing that's also in gold, but everyone else has a gold weapon itself. And I like that gravity hammer in gold. I don't know if that's just me. The Didact looks a little weird holding the gold weapon, but I'm not going to complain about that. The Arbiter looks pretty good with a gold energy sword. But yeah, the Didact looks very nice. It's a nice tall figure too, so that was good. Cortana in a different color, I think that was a nice choice. Master Chief in his regular color scheme, that's different than the one in series, I think it was it 8? It was either 6 or 8, I can't recall. I believe it's Series 8. It doesn't have the blue paint all over it, so that's nice. And a gold shotgun this time around. We also have Tartarus, which I do have a Tartarus with the simple mold, the basic articulation, so it would have been nice to get this. The Noble 6, I do have a Noble 6 from the one that came with the... Did that come with the Mongoose? I believe it came with the Mongoose. So I didn't need it, but it would have been cool to get it in Halo Heroes. We also have the Rookie, which again, I also got from the Covenant Drone. So I didn't need to go ahead and grab it, but would have been nice. Arbiter, again, looks pretty good. I like the different color scheme of that. Cat would have been nice, but I got the one from the Brute Chopper, so that's whatever. Yep, the Destroyer. That would have been a nice one to get. I really regret not getting that. And the Prophet, it's pretty much my same opinion on the previous Prophet that we talked about. Series 11 had a weird Master Chief going on with the transparent green. I don't know, I just didn't really like it that much. I understand what they were going for, something different for Master Chief, and I do like that because with the Infinite Series 13, that was kind of weird, and my computer's making noises. But yeah, it was just too bright for me. I would have gone with a darker green color, but I do kind of get it. The CQC looks very nice with those dark colors and the brownish tone to it. I don't know, I really like the look of that. I think it's a nice, deep, dark, very cool. The Operator looks nice. The red and yellow combination kind of gives me a fiery kind of look to it, like a fireman or something. And he comes with a Spartan laser, so obviously he's not going to be fighting fires. He's probably going to be causing them. We also have the Remnant Hunter, which I wish I got at least one of them. I know a lot of people want to get 2 of them, and I understand why, but at least one and I would have been happy. Lang looks pretty good. Like I said with Graves, the dark colors with the dark purple and the blue, just really satisfying on an ODST, and it's no different with Lang. In fact, it's probably best on Lang. I wish I got that thing. And then the Elite I think it looks pretty good. And last but not least is Series 12 from the Halo Heroes that we're going to talk about in this video. Again, we know about Series 13. I'm hoping that my stores stock up on this wave because it's a pretty solid wave for the most part. I think the weakest one out of this, and one figure that I still want to get, is the Mark 7. I just don't like the color combination too much. The mold looks fine, but the red arm and the helmet kind of reminds me of C-3PO from The Force Awakens. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird combination. I get what they're going for, but because it's just mostly gray, and then all of a sudden you get the red, I don't know, it just doesn't really go together well. I do like the Spartan Recon, and I know that's not a popular opinion because you have the battle damaged look on the legs and the arms, and then everything else is just pure orange. It's got no scratches on it. I get the idea behind that. I still like the Spartan Recon. It's a nice bright color scheme, so, you know, I just like it. The Gunganeer is probably the best looking Spartan out of the wave because you have that nice kind of pearly green color scheme with the gold and then this dark kind of brownish red going into it. You got the robotic arm, which I think fits well, and I've wanted that Gunganeer helmet mold for a while. I'm so glad that they decided let's go ahead and do it because it's a good looking design, so much better than the Halo 4 and 5 design because that thing is just ugly. The Brute looks pretty good, kind of reminds me of the color scheme with the Brute Warrior that comes with the Master Chief. Of course, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go hand in hand. The helmet looks nice. The weapon is pretty cool. Apparently it's called a shock rifle. And I think that's a pretty good design. I love the way the Elite Ultra looks. And some people did not like the Elite Ultra. Some people didn't like how the helmet just looked too big. But I was on board with the Elite Ultras anyways. I always loved the Elite Ultras when it came to the original design. So I'm so happy to see that in the new articulation. And then we also have the Marine, which is very nice. I love the undersuit and how that's colored in. I think that really brings that out compared to everything else going on. And it's got an ODST style helmet that you can swap out for. The sniper itself is very good. All the weapons are pretty nice. So yeah, that is my opinion on the Halo Heroes thus far. What do you guys think? Please comment below. Let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys